ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome to the 5th edition of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz and the first in the regional qualifiers. This quiz is organized by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and DEXT Technologies. We appreciate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon, for her continuous support. We also recognize and appreciate the leadership of the Chair of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz Board, Professor Kwesi Praku, and all the board members. Let me use this opportunity to salute the heads of the various schools competing in this year's contest. I applaud the dedicated teachers who have spent time in preparing the contestants for this contest. I also salute the gallant students proudly representing their schools in the competition. Let me use this opportunity once again to appreciate and acknowledge all our sponsors for coming on board and supporting us in diverse ways. We are truly and deeply grateful to you. The 2024 quiz competition is proudly sponsored by the KNUST e-Learning Center. For all our media and video coverages, we are grateful. At KNUST e-Learning, we say, just a click. The KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, thank you for making our journey around the nation easy and pleasurable. Your venues provided are well appreciated. At KNUST IDL, we say lifelong learning, an essential key for development. DEXT Technologies. At DEXT Technologies, we say practical science is now practical. Thank you for making our technology challenge round a reality, and you always make it very exciting and hands-on. Multi-Credit Savings and Loans Limited. A heartfelt thank you for the juicy prizes for this year's competition. Your generous contributions have been a cornerstone of our success. Ghana National Petroleum Corporation Foundation, impacting lives. Steady X, thank you for coming on board. Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we look forward to wonderful meal packages. At Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we say great food lives here. Fonjo Images. At Fonjo Images, we keep your memories alive. And to our media partner, Kesben TV, thank you for telecasting this program live and for amplifying our reach and impact. Thank you for partnering with us. Kesben TV, we say, Obia Bedidi, everyone will have a share. Remember, the JSMQ program is tailor-made for learners in the junior high schools to enable them exhibit their understanding of the basic principles underlying the life sciences and the physical sciences. It is expected to promote teamwork and critical thinking right from the early stages in their academic life. At this point, we want to introduce our contestants. This afternoon, we have contestants from Richester School Complex and from ACCRA Educational Institute, and then finally, Accra Grammar School. Let us hear from the contestants from ACCRA Educational Institute.
Basic 9.
Thank you very much. And?
Oko Kelvin, Basic 9.
Thank you very much, Oko. Accra Grammar School, can we hear from you?
Jonathan Kosu, Basic 9.
Jonathan and?
Benedicta Ayeno, Basic 9.
Benedicta, thank you very much. And finally, from Richester School Complex.
Elsie Abuaji, Basic 9.
Elsie Abuaji and?
Clifford Boy, Basic 9.
Clifford Boy, thank you very much. Shall we give them a round of applause? My name is Prince Amponsakwabi. I'm a lecturer at the Department of Mathematics, KNUST, and I'll be your moderator for this afternoon's contest. A few general rules, then we shall begin. First of all, we want to do the buzzer test. Let us hear the sound of the buzzer from ACCRA Educational Institute. Thank you very much. Accra Grammar School. Thank you very much. And finally, Richester School Complex. Very good, very good. Thank you. Now, for your main question, you don't need to press the buzzer. If a school is answering its main question, the two other schools should wait for them to exhaust their two attempts or until their time is up before they press their buzzers. There will be 4 rounds in this contest. The first round is the fundamentals. The second round will be the fastest brain, fastest finger. The third round will be the science and technology challenge. And the final round will be decoding the clues. Contestants, I will be reading the instructions at the beginning of every question, so please pay attention. And with that, we come to the beginning of our contest. Round 1, the fundamentals. This round consists of biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT questions. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points are awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus to the other 2 schools to compete for. The score for a bonus question is 1 point. Schools will have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school will have a maximum of 2 attempts for their main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. Bonus questions are open to the other 2 schools to compete for by ringing the buzzer. Contestants failing to press the buzzer before answering the bonus question will nullify your answer. Therefore, you will score no points, even if your answer is right. At this point, I want to wish you all the best and a very big congratulations to you for participating. Question 1. This is a preamble to all schools. Please listen. Differentiate between the following: Anchor Educational Institute, weather and climate.
Weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere, whereas climate is the change in the atmosphere for a long period of time.
I will not give you the mark. Question is up for a bonus. Accra Grammar School for a bonus.
Weather refers to the day-to-day atmospheric conditions over a short period of time, while climate refers to the average weather conditions over a long period of time.
I'll give you the mark. I'll give you the mark for a bonus. Accra Grammar School, your main question. Accra Grammar School, your main question. Humidity and relative humidity. Sorry, your time is up for a bonus. Anchor Educational for a bonus.
Humidity is measured using the hygrometer, whereas relative humidity is measured using the sundial.
No, I will not give you the mark. The question was to differentiate between humidity and relative humidity. Richester School Complex, your main question. Climate change and climate variation. Question is out for a bonus. All right, so climate change refers to the variations in the Earth's global climate or variation in the regional climate pattern over time, whereas climate variation is the changes in the climate patterns over different time scales. And then also, Accra Grammar School Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere, whereas relative humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air compared to the maximum amount of water vapor the air might hold at that temperature and pressure. So we're expecting answers like these. Question number 2. Again, a preamble to all schools. Balance the following chemical reactions. Richester School Complex. Ethanol. Ethanol burns in oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. The question is up for a bonus. No, the time for the bonus is up. Anchor Educational, sorry. Anchor Educational, your main question. Combustion of glucose in oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Yes, go on.
C6H12O6 plus C plus 6O subscript 2 going into 6CO subscript 2 plus 6H2O.
That is correct for 3 points. To the next question. Accra Grammar. Combustion of methane in oxygen to carbon dioxide and water. Yes.
CH4 plus O2 going into CO2 plus 2H2O.
Come again.
CH4 plus O2 equal to CO2 plus 2H2O.
That's not correct. One more attempt.
CH4 plus O2 going into CO2 plus 2H2O.
No, I will not give you the mark. Anchor Educational for a bonus.
CH4 plus 3O2 going into CO2 plus 2H2O.
That is also incorrect. So, Accra Grammar, I will give you 2 out of 3. You were supposed to tell me CH4 plus 2O2 going into CO2 plus 2H2O. You missed out on the 2 molecules of oxygen. Then, Richester School, for your question, ethanol burns in oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. We expected C2H5OH plus 3 molecules of oxygen going into 2CO2 plus 3H2O. All right. And so to the next question, question 3. Again, this is a preamble to all schools. Please listen. State the meaning of the following acronyms in ICT. Richester School Complex, HDMI. Question is up for a bonus. Anchor Education for a bonus.
High definition multimedia interface.
That is correct for 1 point. Contestants, for your main question, you don't need to press the buzzer. Okay. Anchor Educational, your main question. AVG.
Audio visual graphics.
That is incorrect. One more attempt. For a bonus to Accra Grammar School.
Audio video graphics.
That is not correct. Accra Grammar School, your main question. VGA.
Visual graphic area.
No. One more attempt.
Video graphic area.
That is correct for 3 points. And so, Anchor Educational AVG was supposed to be antivirus guard. Antivirus guard. Question 4. Contestants, you have 40 seconds within which to produce a correct answer for this round of questions. Anchor Educational, your main question. Please listen. A lever is used to lift a 500 Newton load to a height of 2 meters. If 1,500 joules of work is done by the person applying force to the lever, calculate the efficiency of the lever.
%.
That is incorrect. You have one more attempt. The time is up. Question is up for a bonus. Okay. Accra Grammar School, your main question. A crane uses 50,000 joules of energy to lift a load weighing 2,000 newtons to a height of 20 meters. Calculate the efficiency of the crane.
%2.5.
That is not correct. One more attempt. The time is up. Question is up for a bonus. Okay, Richester School Complex, your main question. An electric motor does 800 joules of useful work to lift a small object. If the motor consumes 1,000 joules of electrical energy in the process, what is the efficiency of the motor?
80%.
That is correct for 3 points. And so Accra Grammar School, for your question, the correct answer was 80%, and for Anchor Educational Institute, 66.67%. Thank you very much. Question 5. Again, contestants, you have 40 seconds within which you provide a correct answer for this round of questions. Anchor Educational Institute, your main question. Again, contestants, for your main question, you don't need to press the buzzer before you answer. Okay. Anchor Educational Institute. A housewife spends the following sums of money in buying ingredients for a family Christmas cake in 2006. She spent 4/5 of the money on margarine, 1/6 of the money on flour, and 7/9 of the money on sugar. Which of these 3 ingredients did she spend the largest amount of money?
Flour.
That is incorrect. You have one more attempt. For a bonus, Richester School for a bonus.
Margarine.
Margarine is correct for 1 point. Accra Grammar School, your main question. A baker spent her budget on ingredients for a birthday cake. She spent 3/8 of the budget on chocolate, 1/4 on flour, and 5/12 on sugar. Which ingredient did she spend the most on?
Sugar.
Sugar is correct for 3 points. Richester School Complex, your main question. A teacher used a portion of her classroom supply budget for art supplies. She spent 2/5 on paints, 3/10 on brushes, and 1/4 on paper. Which item did she spend the least amount on?
Brush.
That is incorrect. You have one more attempt.
Paper.
Paper is correct for 3 points. And so for Anchor Educational School, the correct answer was margarine for your question. Margarine was the correct answer. Question 6. Again, this is a preamble to all schools. The following questions are statements. You are to state whether they are true or false. These questions cannot be passed on as bonuses because of the binary nature of the answer. Richester School Complex, your main question. The red blood cells are involved in oxygen transport.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Anchor Educational Institute. Platelets are dissolved in the blood plasma.
True.
That is incorrect. It is false. Accra Grammar School. The white blood cells help the body fight against diseases.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Anchor Educational Institute. Surface tension is caused by cohesive forces between molecules at the surface of a liquid.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Accra Grammar School. Accra Grammar School. Liquids exhibit both cohesive and adhesive forces, which explains their ability to form droplets on surfaces.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Richester School Complex. Solids typically have higher specific heat capacities than liquids.
False.
False is correct for 3 points, and this will bring us to the end of round 1. We want to acknowledge our sponsors, Dext Technologies, the KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, and the e-learning center at the KNUST IDL. At the end of the first round, Anchor Educational Institute, you have 7 points. Accra Grammar School, 15 points. And Richester School Complex, 13 points. Without further ado, we'll go on to round 2, the fastest finger round. 1 question will be read out, and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question will carry a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to respond, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from that question. After the buzzer is pressed, contestants, you have 3 seconds to answer the question. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. Contestants, a wrong answer in this round will attract a penalty of 1 point. Best wishes to you all. Round 2, fastest finger. Before we get on with the questions, let us hear the sound of the buzzer so we are sure. Richester School, can we hear the sound of your buzzer? Thank you very much. Accra Grammar, sound of your buzzer. Thank you. And finally, can we hear the sound of the buzzer from Anchor Educational Institute? Thank you very much. So all buzzers are working. Round 2, fastest finger. Question 1. Solar energy, wind power, and hydropower are all examples of Anchor Educational.
Renewable forms of energy.
Come again.
Renewable forms of energy.
No. Richester School. Renewable sources of energy is correct for 4 points. Contestants, I will only be accepting very, very specific answers. Very, very specific to the letter. Thank you very much. Question number 2. A program that searches for and removes unnecessary files from a computer system is called No answer. Disk cleanup utility. Question 3. What are the 2 commonest agents of pollination? Anchor Educational Institute.
Wind and insects.
That is correct for 4 points. Thank you to our audience. Next question. A type of fraction in which the numerator is equal to 1 is called It's just a unit fraction. A unit fraction. Next question. The spreading of white light into its various colors. Anchor educational.
Dispersion of light.
That is correct for 4 points. A process that converts one form of energy to the other is anchor educational.
Energy transformation.
Energy transformation is correct for 4 points. So anchor education, you have the point. Next question. An electric kettle uses 1,500 watts of power and is on for 2 hours. How much energy does it use? Accra Grammar.
30,000.
I will not accept that. Richester School?
3,000.
No, I will not accept that. It is 3,000 watts hour or 3 kilowatts hour. I told you specific answers only, and the units are as important as the magnitude. All right, next question. Find the simple interest on 500 Ghana cedis for 2 years at 4%. Anchor educational.
Simple interest to be equal to 40 Ghana cedis.
40 Ghana cedis is correct for 4 points. And this will bring us to the end of round 2. Again, we would like to acknowledge our sponsors, the KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, DEXT Technologies, and then the e-learning center at KNUST. Before we bring you the scores, we'll take a short break and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you very much. right, thank you very much for your patience. And so after doing a quick check, we noticed that 3,000 watt hour was actually the same as 3,000 joules, and we should have given the mark to Richester School Complex. So Richester School, we have given you the mark for the question you answered earlier. And so with the adjusted scores at the end of round 2, ACCRA Educational Institute, you have 15 points. Accra Grammar School, -1 point. And Richester School Complex, you have 8 points. That will bring us to a total at the end of 2 rounds. At ACCRA Educational Institute, you have 22 points. Accra Grammar School, you have 14 points. And Richester School Complex, 21 points. We are all set for round 3, the Science and Technology Challenge. 1 question will be given to all schools. The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round is 10 points. Contestants will be given up to 10 minutes to complete the task. Round 3 is powered by the DEXT Science set. In round 3, you have been provided with a diffracting grating labeled A, held by pegs, a laser labeled H, a battery labeled V, a screen labeled S, and a 100 centimeter rule. You are required to perform the following tasks. Task number 1, place the screen upright at one end of the table, making sure that the white surface faces the other table. Task 2, place the 100 centimeter rule in front of the screen. With the pegs holding the diffracting grating, position the diffracting grating on the meter rule 4 centimeters away from the screen. Task 3, fix the battery to the laser and turn it on. Now place the laser at the other end of the meter rule, making sure the red light passes through the transparent portion of the diffracting grating. This will earn you 3 points. Task number 4. Now observe what is on the screen and write your observation. This will earn you 2 points. With your hand holding the pegs, continue shifting the diffracting grating towards the laser while observing what happens on the screen. Write your observation. This will also earn you 3 points. There's a follow-up question. Mention 2 physical phenomena in relation to light that were responsible for the observation in task 4. This will earn you 2 points. An accurate completion of all tasks in this round will earn you a total of 10 points. Round 3 is for 10 minutes. You may begin now. contestants, your time is up. Our consultants will come around and then take what you have done. We'll mark them and return to you shortly with the scores at the end of round 3. Shall we give them a round of applause?
And technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how DEC Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, but just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved and the child learns while doing the practicals. We are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the science set, if you are able to collaborate and help the school get the science set every time, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved. We involve the learner and we involve the teacher. And you can only be involved if you are using the science set to do practicals. I think that almost every private school and public school will ought to understand that to successfully study science is meaningless unless it is linked up to the use of science sets. And that's why I think that we must embrace this idea.
Has been in existence for the past 22 years.
Wow,
yes,
that's old.
And we began using the science sets about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it has been great, seriously, because teaching and learning of science without practical it's a waste of time.
What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, DEX Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact DEX Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. DEX Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, DEX Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact DEX Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. DEX Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, DEX Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact DEX Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. DEX Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, DEX Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact DEX Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. DEX Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, DEX Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact DEX Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dext Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.
and technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how DEC Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, but just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved and the child learns while doing the practicals. We are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the science set, if you are able to collaborate and help the school get the science set everything, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved.
All right. Thank you very much for staying with us. Round 3 was the Science and Technology Challenge. Anchor Educational, we'll start with you. So Anchor Educational, you were able to do the first tasks correctly. You scored 2 points. Then, so Anchor Educational, I start again. Anchor Educational, from task 1 to 3, you placed the meter rule wrongly. In task 4, you scored 2 points. In task 5, you scored 3 points. For the follow-up question, you did not provide any answer, and so you scored 0. This gives you a total of 7 points. Anchor Educational, 7 points out of 10. Accra Grammar School, you were able to perform completely tasks 1 to 3, and so you scored 3 points. Task 4, you scored 2 points. Task 5, you scored 3 points. You answered the follow-up questions correctly, and therefore you score 10 out of 10 points. Richester School, you performed tasks 1 to 3 perfectly, 3 points. Task 4, 2 points. Task 5, 3 points. But when it goes to the follow-up question, you mentioned a wrong answer as the phenomenon, and you scored only 1 out of 2 for that question, giving you a total of 9 points. And so, at the end of the 3rd round, we have the following scores. Anchor Educational Institute, you have 7 points. Accra Grammar School, 10 points. Richester School Complex, 9 points. This would bring us to a total at the end of the first 3 rounds. Anchor Educational Institute, 29 points. Accra Grammar School, 24 points. And Richester School Complex, 30 points. Let's give them a round of applause. They have done so well. All right, so we are going to round 4 to decide. We can see this is a very closely contested session. In round 4, we are going to do the riddles. There are going to be 4 riddles in all. So this is a preamble to all schools. This is the riddles round. The question will be read out. Before we go on to the instructions, I understand there is a substitution. ACCRA Educational Institute, Kelvin is stepping down for Jeremy. So shall we effect that substitution? All right. So, Jeremy, you have a lot of fans out there. Welcome to the contest, Jeremy. All right. So round 4, the riddles round. In this round, the question will be read out as a series of clues. If a question is answered on the first clue, 6 points are awarded. On the second clue, 5 points are awarded. On the third, 4 points are awarded. On the fourth or any other, 3 points will be awarded. Contestants are to press the buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering will disqualify you from that question, and therefore you will score no points even if your answer is correct. Let us hear the sound of the buzzer from ACCRA Educational Institute. Thank you very much. Accra Grammar School. Thank you. And Richester School. Thank you very much. So we are sure all buzzers are working. Contestants, I will be using my finger to show you the clue number that I am on. And so I will show one finger up to indicate clue number 1, 2 fingers up to indicate clue number 2, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, in that order. Riddle number 1. I am a form of potential energy. I am present in springs, rubber bands, and bungee cords. Accra Grammar School.
Compressional force.
That is incorrect. Richester School.
Tension force.
That is not correct. I can be converted into kinetic energy when released. I am stored in objects when I am stretched or compressed. ACCRA Educational.
Elastic potential energy.
That is correct for 3 points. Riddle number 2. I am protein in nature. Without me, many processes would occur too slowly to sustain life. ACCRA Educational.
Enzymes.
Enzyme is correct for 5 points. To the third riddle. I am an infectious disease of a popular cash crop. I am caused by a pathogenic fungus. I appear as a brown spot that spreads round the fruits in the early stages of infection. Later, Richester School. Come again?
Golden shoot disease.
That is incorrect. Later, the pot becomes black and dry. Who am I? Accra Grammar School. Black pot is correct for 3 points. And to the final riddle for this round. I am an input device. I capture visual information and convert it to digital form. Accra Grammar School. That is incorrect. I am used for video calls and taking pictures. I am often built into laptops and smartphones. Anchor Educational.
Camera.
That is not correct. You can also connect me externally via a USB. Who am I? And the answer is a webcam. Congratulations to our contestants. We want to also acknowledge our sponsors, Dext Technologies, the IDL at KNUST, and then also the e-learning center at the IDL. At the end of round 4, Anchor Educational Institute, you have 8 points. Accra Grammar School, you have 3 points. And Richester School Complex, you have 0 points. At the end of 4 rounds, these are the total scores. Before we go on to the scores, we also want to acknowledge the University Information Technology Services for their continuous support. This is also to help our contestants calm down and hear the scores. Okay, so at the end of 4 rounds, we have these as the scores. Anchor Educational Institute, you have 37 points. Accra Grammar School, you have 27 points. And Richester School Complex, you have 30 points. We want to say congratulations to Accra Grammar School and also to Richester School Complex. You have done very well. Let's give them a round of applause. And a very resounding round of applause to Anchor Educational Institute, our winners for this afternoon's contest. We are so proud of you. A big congratulations to you. We will see you in the next round. We want to say a big thank you also to our audience, our students that are supporting us. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon. We'll meet again in the next contest.
Ideal Solomon Bennett students, is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever-supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems